and go live to YouTube. Okay. Questions. So I'm ready with that. Okay. And I have Tate as well. Okay. What I always like in the beginning of the class is we here to help us. I see this class as each of us helping each other, learning new ways to deal with this technology. So the first thing I do is have two people moderate the chat and let me know if there's anything that I need to address as I'm busy lecturing. So and it's part of class participation. Do I have two volunteers that want to moderate the chat? Raise your hand, let me know, or unmute yourself if you would like to moderate the chat. I'm surprised. Aren't you surprised, Lily, that if they get class participation, they don't want to moderate the chat? I think that's such an easy thing to do.
Moderate.
Who will do it? Brooks? Okay, Brooks will do it. Who else?
I'll do it.
Anyone else? Okay, and Joe, you want to do it? Brooks and Joe. Okay, Brooks and Joe, we got it done. Okay.
So do we just look at chapters and any questions, just answer it for them?
Yeah.
For you?
Well, you can answer it, and also if you think it's important for me to know about it, unmic yourself and let me know. Or if there's something that you don't know, if they're asking some standard questions, you definitely can answer it. If you're not sure about a question, you can reach out to Lily, or you can even unmute yourself in an appropriate time and say, Dr. Rush, this is a question I don't understand, or this is something that it's good for me to figure out what people are having issues with. You got it? Does that answer your question? Perfect, perfect. Great, and I appreciate all your help. Okay, what else do I need to do? Any questions before I begin? I'm giving time for you to talk about issues, problems I got from some of you. Issues. So what I want to do today is cover basically, Allie, the issue of why are we even doing any of this? What is it going to do for you in your profession? Allie, what is your major?
Finance.
Finance. Well, what is somebody going to need? Do you think that anybody's going to use any Zoom meetings and know how to schedule Zoom meetings, how to record, how to share, how to live stream? You see any advantages to that, Allie?
Yeah.
Like what? Give me an example.
During any business meetings?
Yeah, business meeting. And if you ask somebody how summarize that meeting, Allie, would you want to do it, listen to the entire meeting again and start writing a summary, Allie?
No, I'd use the AI summarization.
Yeah, right. I would want to use it too. Why bother? But then, Allie, what's important, if this is issue, you want to read through it to see where it missed it. You know, guess what?
Yeah.
It really doesn't know what it's really talking. We know the nuances. And sometimes summarizing it, you know how you may be talking in the beginning. Oh, Allie, did you see the football game? What did you have for lunch? You know, those types of things. Does that need to be in the summary? No. You know, there's certain types of things, or gossip, right? Before the person comes in, right? You're basically dealing things that you don't want to do. You want to be able to read through it, and that's what the same things as you. Okay, so we have everybody. Lily, anything that I need to emphasize or you'd like to share with the class besides saying hello and how much I appreciate your work?
No, I mean, if you have any extra questions, you can reach out to me about either the assignment that's due today or the next assignment.
In the future. Okay, great. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to share my screen, right? And Valeria, did you have any issues with the assignment?
Yes, I couldn't do it because Zoom wouldn't let me allow to live stream, but I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, so one of the things is and when did you try to have that issue? When did
Today.
you, today? Is that when you tried to do a Zoom account today, Valeria?
No, I already had everything. I just tried to
Okay,
do
so
that
we'll
last
see what
week.
the issues is, and maybe you can reach out to somebody in your group, and also you may be reaching out to Lily and myself, and we'll see it. Okay, so Valeria, we see here, you see yourself on my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look good. Okay. Besides that, now we got to work it out. Notice that it's delayed a bit. Okay, Valerie? So now what I want to do is I want to go to the content. And one of the questions, and let's put it in the chat, is there anyone in the class that this is their first time? Please put it in the chat, and Lily, you'll let me know if there's someone in the first that we didn't even announce, because I guess Wednesday by noon, by midnight, and you'll let me know. And then if there is, Lily, is there anything?
No.
Okay, good. So hopefully everybody has seen me before, seen Lily, been in the class, and let's move on. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is go to what's due, right? So that's the first thing, Joe, that we need to do is what's due. And I know that this is what's due to today. Today is Wednesday, September 3rd. Since some people were having issues, I've extended, Valeria, just the audit assignment till this Friday by 5 p.m. Does that help, Valeria? So I've extended this, but all the other readings and quizzes should have been done before. So if I go to Wiley Reading and Adaptive, and basically it should have been the hardware tech guide, I go to adaptive assignment, and open, I see that 30 of our students have done it. 8 students have not started. It's past due. That will not be extended. So I suggest you guys that have not started to do it, and 1 is in progress. So I know that is the case. And then I know that the quizzes were due, that the quizzes need to be due. I don't know why 8 students. And then you can follow up, Lily, in finding out, is this an issue that they just didn't know that it was due, or what was the issue on that? You can deal with that. Okay. The other part is the assignment, that I know the digital assignment, we knew that this advanced digital assignment has to be in the audit area. So I need to make sure that I go to my audit, which is BTE-J. And in this case, Brooks, BTE-J says audit. Why does it have the word audit in front? Brooks. You need to unmute yourself, Brooks.
So that's because we have admin controls now.
Exactly. You can audit your own work, and you can audit other people's work. So that's what I call it, audit. And you have been promoted in the role as teaching assistant. And there's multiple instructors. Notice in your regular section, it's just me. But in the audit, it's here. And under assignment groups, notice under assignment groups, let me go into group 0. These are my TAs. Under assignment groups, there are 2 now folders, one Zoom individual assignment and one called Zoom group assignment. I'll go over the Zoom group assignment in a moment, but under Zoom individual assignment, you'll see that Lily has uploaded in the format you need to do it, where make sure on your attached files you have the date, the time, and make sure you put the time, whether it's AM or PM, of where you were, your name, and individual. I'd like it to see that the Zoom has the URL, so I know it was using Miami's Zoom and shared, and the YouTube Live, I know it's coming from YouTube. Then she showcased what she showed. This is coming from the AI companion, what takeaways and what challenges you had. If I go to my assignment groups, if I go to group 1, under Zoom individual assignment, I see that Aaliyah has done her work and it looks great in terms of, the only problem here, Aaliyah, is what did you miss? Aaliyah,
I'm not sure.
what's the date that you did this?
31st of August.
Of what year?
Okay, 2025.
Okay, Aaliyah, when you're going to be working on supply chain management, it's important to know the year, right? Whether it was in 24, 25, and then later on you can do it. So everybody, it's great that she made a mistake. It's not a big deal. She'll change it. She'll rechange the original and rename it and include it. We have the Zoom recording and the YouTube. She's put in the takeaways, and then she has basically Aaliyah, and notice this was the AI companion. Later on, she can change it if you want, but she basically showed Aaliyah demonstrated, she discussed. Great, I don't have to bother doing it. At least it's a start, and later on. And now if I go and I look at it, you want to be able to, I want to open up a tab, and let me look at it. You want to show your face. You want to have your audio in your face. But what I would like, Aaliyah, you talk about the Zoom. What I would like, I would prefer is I'd like you to share the screen.
Okay.
Why? I just don't want to
Just-
tell you things and you say, okay. I wanted to have a discussion. Why do you think I wanted you to share the screen?
To see what my desk, like, to see what documents I'm working on while I discuss, or maybe something like
Right, or
that.
even just to see what does it mean, local versus Zoom. Just hearing it, it's basing on a tutorial. I like that you have a nice room right in the background. You look professional and you look good, but my main focus here is to see you, but also to have the screen. So the more
Okay.
you share your screen, the better it is. Okay.
Mhm.
And then and in this part, that is what I want. If I look back here and I look at my Zoom recording, right, I should be able to open that up in a link. And you have to, and make sure your links work. And it says here, great, it has your name on it. It has your Zoom. Notice here, it has the University of Miami since it's going here. And I see it, but this also, it looks like, did you share your screen here?
I'm not sure, honestly. I think
Yeah,
maybe
but when I'm looking at it, it's all you.
oh, I think I
Right. So
misunderstood
one of the
something.
things
But
you want to make sure, that you record the screen properly. And guess what? In this case, Valeria, you want to check your work. Right, Brooks? You want everybody to check your work. And what you even want to do, which would be nice, Brooks, is that you're going to be working as a team, even check each other's work. Can you look at each other's work here? What's the audit mean, Brooks? Yes. So you could even go with your group and say, hey, you know what? I'll give you some advice. You don't have to be in this case, and to make our group be outstanding. So in this case, if I look at it, right, that I look at here, and then my YouTube Live, let me see if that works. You want to make sure that it works just by putting a link in. How do I know it's not just a YouTube Live somebody, you know, see, right, and I see you, right? And I see you a lot, but
I
what's
think I
missing?
misunderstood the part of sharing the
Yeah,
screen.
no,
I think,
but
yeah.
what's the beauty? You have till Friday.
Mhm.
And what I'd like you to do, everybody understand, is go and re-record it, but don't eliminate what you did before. Just add on to it. And what? You want to make sure that you have what? You want to have the date and time. Because guess what? Think about it, Aaliyah. You want to make it as a tutorial. You learn new features. The best way to learn the features is to see it on the screen, not you talking about it. It's nice that you're talking about it, but what do I want to do? Why do I want to share the screen? Because sometimes I forget, right, Lily, to share the screen, and I'm talking. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Right now, we can do this. So I would go back, and everybody else, right, and be able to look at it and see. Anyone else that, and then you can see, and then this case, you have Emily, which is great. Emily, are you here?
Yes.
Right. So beautiful in the way that you have the date, the time, you have your Zoom, you have your live screen, you're in the same group with, are you in the same group as, I think before you put it in the wrong section, didn't you, Emily? In the
I
wrong group?
I don't think so.
Okay, but great. You're in her group, right? So if I look at yours and open in a new tab, I'm just doing this. And Emily, get me right. I appreciate you're doing it. We're just trying to make it better and make it clearer, right? And we have
Okay.
our thing. And then we have Emily speaking. And it seems like,
The cloud.
is it the same issue, Emily?
By default, it's going to be stored
Yeah, for the cloud part, it doesn't show my screen.
Okay, I would show it.
Find them.
You know, that's what I would do in terms of this one. And then if I go back, and what about this Zoom cloud recording? And if you, Lily, can find me one that has shared their screen.
For the local recording, I read the instructions and it doesn't say that you're required to share your
Okay.
screen when you're talking about
Okay.
it. But after you, like, once you start the YouTube live, you are required to share your
Okay,
screen.
all right, fine.
Um,
But this is great. This is Emily. You see this, how you're showing your screen?
Yes.
Right, so you're showing how this works, which is good. You know, later on, we may even want to change that on the assignment.
yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, let's, you know, not do it, but I personally, don't you like it, Lily? Where you see basically what you're talking about rather than in general, but that's good. So we see your
Right.
voice, we see how it is, we see you're signing out. Great. And then on the YouTube you should be live streaming, so we should be seeing it. So this is nice, Emily, that you really get to see. You see that, Aaliyah? On Emily's, how nice it is. You actually say,
Yeah.
oh, this is it. Share screen. I have to make this, I have to turn this on.
So I can only redo this part, or do I need to re-record myself all the other like the iCloud and the
Well, definitely for this part. And if you
Okay.
have time, you can do it. Otherwise, it's okay. You know what I mean? But at least
Yeah.
I would do it. I like it since then this is your brand, Aaliyah,
Mhm.
that you can then share it with others.
Okay.
You know, but
Mhm.
I like it that way. Any comments, Lily?
I think we might want to like go over like one of the instructions for how to actually like turn on the like the toggle that allows you to share like your full screen.
Okay, you want to do that?
Yeah, because I'm watching through some of these videos and
Fine.
I don't think they're,
Okay, great.
because I was having that same issue.
Okay. You want to, why don't you share?
Yes, I'm just trying to
I
pull up my
promoted you.
settings.
Did I, am I promoting you? Hold on, let me just make sure. I'm gonna make you co-host too, so you'll have other things too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sign in right now. If you want to talk about something else and then I can
Okay,
share.
so you'll show on all the sharing here. Let me just do this. Let me share my screen and you tell me when you're ready with yours, okay? If I go back to my J, right, and I go to my assignment groups, right? So I have my I have group 8, group 9, group 10, and then if I go to my group 9 and Zoom individual assignment in here, go ahead.
I have it pulled up.
Okay, let me just see
So-
here. In this one, for instance, David Smith, we have this where the assignments, and it looks like I see something on Zoom individual assignment. Miller Nelson, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
And what you just started and you didn't complete it? What was the issue
I
there?
didn't complete it because I did exactly what you told us not to do about the signing up late for the 24-hour. So I have to.
One thing I give you credit for, Miller, is that you say it.
Yeah.
Rather than one thing you'll learn about me, don't tell me all the stories. Let's be upfront and that's it. And that's why we're kind of doing this assignment. No other assignment will usually be delayed, but because there's kind of like, hey, I thought, I could do the first week's assignment that same day, right? So
I
it was
got up to
easy.
step 4 yesterday.
Yeah, right. So anyways, okay. So, and then it was holiday weekend, it was Labor Day, there was a game. Did you hear about there was a game? There's a lot of things going on. So anyways, okay. So Lily, next.
Yeah, I'll share my screen. I have a lot
Okay.
of tabs open right now, so I can
Okay.
show all the stuff.
Okay, good.
So,
Oh,
all right, let me
I
share
don't
my
see it.
screen.
It's sort of like, come to my messy house.
Basically, that's what's going to be happening right now because I have
Right. That's
all
okay.
kinds of
I
tabs.
always tell that to people, it's not as tidy as I'd like, but it'll never be as tidy as I'd like. At least it shows, Lily, that you're doing some work, right? All right.
Yes. So when you're going through when you're going through like the steps, there's this, like what I have highlighted right here, show like Zoom windows during screen share.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to find out where. There we go. And so like if you just type that in and turn that on, that's like the first step to getting like, so you can see all of like everything that's on my screen. And then
Now it's
you have
off,
to,
right?
now it's off.
Isn't it?
No, it should be on. You should be seeing my stuff
I
right
know,
now.
but it looks great now when I'm looking at your screen, no?
Yeah, it's like that's what I have on. And then
Yeah, good.
you have to, after you turn that on, you have to re-download the Zoom app and sign back in. And this setting should pop up. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, there we go. When I show my Zoom application meeting windows and include share toolbar and meeting notifications. If you don't do both of those steps, you will not be able to share your whole screen. And
Okay.
believe me, it does not work because
Okay, do
I
you
was
want
spending like a whole day on it.
Okay, do you want to just maybe put that in the chat, Lily? Kind of instructions? That would be
Yeah.
great right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll do that.
What do you think,
Yeah,
Miller? Does that help? Let her put it in the chat. What do you think, Miller?
Yes, that helps. Sorry.
Yeah. So put that in the chat, or what are the steps? Because mine is already done. So, once it's done, Miller, once you have it as a default, you don't think anyone else's will have any issue with it. And sometimes even though you're in Zoom, you still have a different way to look at it as well. Okay?
Got it.
All right. So if I'm going to share, you'll put that in the chat, Lily, be so kind. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm
And
putting it in right
then
now.
if I share my screen again, if I look at David, this is what's wrong with this, David Smith? It says 2025, the date 9/01, and then it says 11.55. Is David Smith here?
Yeah,
I saw you. This was on yours.
yeah,
It's like little picky uni, but what David, are you accounting major, David?
yes,
Right. So do you think a year is the year is important? Do you think whether it's 11:55 a.m. or p.m. should be important when they're documenting or doing any audit trail
yeah,
or
absolutely.
accounting? Right. So it's not a big deal, right? But it's good to know, right? When people are working underneath you, right? You want to know, did they do it 11:55 p.m. or a.m.?
Hmm.
Sometimes even an audit trail. Should they be in work at 11:55 p.m.? Should they be doing work? They should have had it done by that. So just change that. Don't worry about that. And on the Zoom recording, I can open it up in a new tab, right? And see here that you're sharing your screen with the speaker view, right? And then if I have you, right, this is great. You see this, everybody? You see this, Miller? Isn't it nice that he's sharing exactly? You could go through David's and figure out how to do it. And that's what you want to do, Miller, right? The same idea. And notice here under privacy, everybody see that under privacy, David, what does it say?
It says unlisted.
Unlisted. And you can even have private, unlisted, or you can do it public. Would it matter if you were an accountant and you were doing with your team and you were doing with your clients? Would it matter if you were doing a broadcasting live to YouTube and you were talking about their accounts? You wouldn't make it public, would you? Right? So it's good. But could you do a YouTube live? Yeah, you could even do a YouTube live and you could give them the link, David, and say, see me on YouTube live. And if you gave them the link, maybe they couldn't make it at 11 p.m. because they were in Europe, David. They could see it anytime if they had the link. You see how nice that is? Did you start, David Smith, did you start thinking about how could I possibly use this? And then there could be another section, David Smith, that tips and tricks from David on accounting, right? On tips and tricks to save me money. Tips and tricks on how I need to know the difference. Why do I need to know about variable versus fixed expenses, right? Costs. And then in that case, you could basically have it public, and then you could have a following. And then if you want more tips and tricks that are really important, sign up for my premium version or be my client. I give all my clients golden tips. For everyone else, I give them regular tips or whatever. So very nice, David. But and what's nice, David, we already have your name here. We already have you see that how nicely it is, Miller? We already know who he is, so it has authenticity to it. Plus, we don't need to see him all the time talking about broadcast live to YouTube. If we want to see, you see that, Aaliyah? We want to see what he's actually sharing. So wonderful, but I wanted to let you know. Okay? Stop sharing. Does that make sense, guys? Brooks, okay? A-okay, we're up. 2 thumbs up if it's okay. Now, even more, we're going to do all these things. Now what I want to do is do what, Brooks? Talk about the next assignment. Today is Wednesday. Guess what? Next Wednesday is another assignment. And guess what? I don't want to, Miller, for you being so honest, is we got to work with our group earlier than Monday to work with them. We got to finish, I would say, Miller, we should finish our group work next Monday. So next Monday, when Lily is there, she can kind of do little, just a little, basically ways to modify it a little bit to improve the assignment rather than, oh, I didn't know I had to wait a week. Oh, we couldn't find the group, our group couldn't make it. Well, if your group can't make it, we're in trouble. And if somebody, guess what, Miller? Somebody is saying, hey, I'm going to be in Honolulu for the weekend. Do we care? No, because we can be on Zoom. I don't care where you are. If 3 people want to meet in the library and somebody else, we're going to be able to do that. Okay, so next, Sandro, how are you? Everything good? Did you get your Zoom working?
Yes.
Perfect. So now what's the next thing I need to do? The next thing I need to do is I have to go back. Let me close out some of this. I have so much stuff running around here. I'm going to go back to my courses. And I'm going to go to my courses and I want to go to my J. I want to go to my regular one though. It's my individual. I want to go to my regular J. What's the difference in this case, Sandro? My regular J, you're just a student. So what I want to do is I want to look at what's due, Sandro, right? And I see this has been extended. So if you want, Sandro, did you submit today's assignment already?
Yes.
So if you'd like, you can go back and improve it, which is nice because you say, hey, I want, because the first time around, it's never perfect, but you have that choice. And then what I'd like you to do is look at the next assignment, which is due a week from today. And that is the tech guide 2. These are regular things. The completed tech guide, right? And Sandro, the quizzes. This is regular. This is going to be group. The first time that you're going to be doing it with a group. So if I look at the group assignment, where do I find the specifics of the group assignment, Sandro? The instructions for the audit assignment instructions. Where do I find it? Under audit assignment instructions. You see that, Sandro? No big shakes. Then I go to assignment 2, which is due a week from today. I go to the assignment. And now under this assignment, you need to have this done as a group. So everybody is good that they have finished their first assignment, and then you will meet together as a group and you'll learn more features that you can do with a group. So you're going to have somebody start the group meeting, Sandro, and you're going to have somebody that has a YouTube live account, right, Sandro? Because guess what? We're going to live stream to YouTube. And this has to be in form of a tutorial. Everybody in the group needs to show their face. Plus, you need to, guess what, Sandro? You need to share your screen. So you're going to explore Zoom features, and each member of your group should be involved. You may want to do that, and you can compare the differences between cloud and local. You're going to do the AI companion summary. You're going to be able to know there's going to be one. If Sandro, if you start it, you're going to be the host. But do you know that you can promote people? So I start the meeting, but I promote Lily so she has additional responsibilities. You're going to set up breakout rooms. Remember how we do breakout rooms? You're going to set up breakout rooms. You're going to spotlight certain team members. You're going to create polls. You're going to do chat functions, live transmission. Do you know, Sandro, that you can take control of somebody else's computer in your group? Help them? Pretty neat, huh, Sandro? Everything is neat when we know it. You're going to share your cloud recording, and this is how you're going to submit it. So if I look at my audit area, and look under assignment groups, for an example, where do I go? Group 0. Everybody then will make a folder called Zoom group assignment. And you will list who was present when you recorded, Sandro, right? So even though, Sandro, how many people in your group?
4, I believe.
4. So if 3 show up, you only put 3 here, right? Hopefully you will contact everyone and you will make a time. So if it's 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, that's mutual, you will do it. Get it done. And you'll do the same thing. You'll have your cloud recording, you'll have your YouTube live streaming, you'll showcase, you'll have your companion, you'll have takeaways, and you'll have challenges. Pretty neat. Basically making it that Sandro and his group, somebody can take that, you can give it to somebody and say, hey, this is what I know. I can do it for you. Questions? Lily, questions? Comments? Sandro, what is not clear? Adam, how can I help you?
Is it the same groups as the other assignment, or are you going to assign?
Mhm.
assignments? Okay, thank you.
Same groups. That's the beauty. You got your group, you make your folder. So what we'll do now, Adam, I think it's a great point, is we'll do breakout rooms now.
Okay.
Don't you think it's a good idea? You'll meet with your group, you'll set up a time, you'll make your folder. You can even start looking at the assignment. Those that couldn't figure out the first assignment, Adam, did you get everything done?
Unfortunately, I had the same issue as
Right. So basically, you can see in your group, was there anybody that figured it out? Was there
Okay.
anybody that you had the problem? You understand? It's the whole idea. I'm giving you till Friday to 5 p.m. to get it done, the first assignment, which I think is fair. Don't you, Adam?
I
And
do.
then after 5 p.m., what I suggest you do is start working with your group.
Okay.
You
Thank
know,
you.
even make it at that day. I don't care when I'm not going to micromanage, Adam, right? That's the beauty here. You guys got to get it done. So, Lily, can you be so kind? How many groups do we have in this class? Do we have 10? Adam, how many do we have?
Yes, we have 10. I created the breakout rooms so everyone can just join.
Okay, so let's put it up that we see it. Somehow I don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I have them all up
Okay, now I see it. Okay, so what I'd like everybody to do is, and Adam included, is join in the group that you were first assigned to. So everybody do it. Lily, you stay with me. So if anybody has problem getting into their group, you'll assign them their group. So everybody go into your group. I and Lily will be joining your groups. You'll be even setting up your group assignments. So David Camacho, you'll be even working with your group, setting it up, and you can even start looking at some of the issues, basically make assignments. Hey, you look at polls, right, Kristen? You can tell somebody else to look at remote control. You can do them together, but you can start working together. Isn't that good? That this will be a group assignment, so you need everybody to be active, not somebody, right, Kristen? You just don't want somebody just hanging on, right? And you do all the work and they're listening to you. It's great that they listen to you. So let's go to assign to your group if we got 10 groups. And we'll stay with you in this room until everybody's into a group.
Wait, how do you go in like the individual groups?
Lily, you want to help her?
I didn't get a pop-up either.
Yeah, I can't figure
Go to your breakout and see. If not,
It should
Lily,
be like there should be a little box that says breakout rooms, and then it should say like join, like
I haven't gone any.
different rooms.
Where's
Yeah, I
like
haven't gotten anything.
where's the box?
I didn't get it either.
It should be like if you see where like the share button is, it should be off to the right.
It's under more, and then you
I mean, sometimes it's under more.
Oh, okay, okay, I got it.
Great. See how everything is, you gotta learn how to do it, right?
Right.
You gotta,
Professor,
yeah,
I have a question.
yeah, sure.
For some reason, when I did the recording, I had already toggled it off to not require a passcode. When you share the thing, but it's still saying that a passcode is required, but I have it as anybody could share, and I also have all the required passcodes
Yeah,
off,
but
it's
did you
still
do it
requiring a
did you do
passcode.
it on the settings? No
Yeah, I did it
password?
on both.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe reach out to Lily at a
Yeah,
time.
I
and
already,
I did.
yeah, he already did, and I tried to
And I
access
did
it, and
multiple recordings. Like it wasn't my first recording. And like
Okay,
you
so
could see it
put
in the
it
video that I have
and
it on.
note it, David, and then maybe I'll help you after the
maybe
class.
like take a
What?
screenshot of the settings that you have for like on the web, like when you Google Zoom and the settings that you have set up for that for your recording. Like take a screenshot of it and send an email to that like to me to make
Okay,
sure that it's
okay,
like
thank you.
what you need to have.
So for now,
Okay,
just
sounds good, thank
document
you.
it, okay? But you see,
Okay,
David, yeah,
thank you.
so some things are out of our control, you know what I mean? And we'll see. But
Yeah.
that's good that you mentioned it, okay? So David, you can
Thank you.
do that. And Ryan Mack, what's the issue? Can't get into a room or what?
Yeah, where do I go to join it again?
So
Okay,
if you don't like if you go down to your toolbar, it should be like off to the right, breakout rooms, but if you don't see it, click the more button and breakout rooms should
the
be
three dots of
yeah, the
more.
3 dots.
On the regular page or the audit page?
No, it's on Zoom.
On Zoom,
Oh,
where you're on Zoom right now.
okay. Click more breakout room.
And even not, if not,
Yeah, I found.
you
All right,
found
thank
it?
you. Yeah,
So
thank you.
join. Everything's easy when you know it, right, Ryan? It's like, where are you? You're like, am I audit section? I'm like, "What?" Okay, so.
Oh boy.
So you see why we need to extend it, but at least, where do you want to start, in the beginning or the end?
Did I do the end last time or did you do the end last time?
I
I forgot.
I think I did the beginning last time, so I'll do the end, you do the beginning.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, and then it's now 6:52, and let's do like 10 minutes or so, you know what I mean? That they get familiar, you can answer their questions and they can work it through. But you see there, but encourage those that have done it to help the others, you know, that we're in a situation. Because otherwise it'll be one person doing all this, and you saw like David Smith was the only one, and you know, everybody else is.
Yeah. Everyone's having trouble with I think with
Well,
following every single direction, so.
yeah, and especially I think the Google YouTube thing, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's also without fault, you know, sometimes it's the freakiness of Google, you know, but at least we can have, what my goal is, at least we can have for each group somebody having the Zoom feature, you know, and the YouTube live feature, so at least they can do the next assignment.
Right. All right, I'll join group 1 now.
Okay, bye. Talk to you
Bye.
soon.
Talk to you soon.
Good luck. Lily, I still think, am I correct that you cannot record in a breakout room with Zoom?
I believe you can, like if someone else starts the recording, but it like creates a separate, like it's an extra cloud recording or local recording.
But if I start Zoom and I do breakout rooms, when I go to every room, it is not recording. That's a true statement, right?
Right. It's not going to automatically start recording. You're going to have to initiate it, and it's going to create a separate
Right.
separate video.
So that should be, is that emphasized in the instructions?
No. But
It would-
we did we mentioned that as like one of the features of the breakout room in the group assignment, I believe.
Okay, that'd be good to know, to emphasize. Maybe in
Okay.
the assignment, let Daniel know too, maybe we should emphasize that at least they can talk about that we're recording, but when they do, so when they're doing their breakout rooms, it'd be interesting to see, maybe they could even, so somebody, you promote somebody else to be a co-host and they can record?
Right. I believe
You
that's how it
tried that
works.
out?
I mean, it's only from my personal experience because I saw like the option to record from a breakout room.
Okay, once you're in a breakout room,
Yeah, once I was in the breakout room.
that would be, I think that would be good to record, to put it in as part of the assignment.
All right, I'll let Daniel know.
Yeah, let Daniel, you understand? Because you're assuming, most people assume, right,
Right.
that you're recording still. And when you're showing it in the breakout room, let's say we only have one breakout room, we're assuming we're assuming that is recording. Or it may be good to know that when we do breakout rooms, our policies is we don't want to record.
Yeah, it's all like personal conversations.
Do you understand? Or knowing that we are being recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just
Right.
saying how we can use it. Because as group leaders, we can do that. So I think at least it should be emphasized more. Because also Zoom changes, the features that, even this semester, they added features that we weren't familiar with.
Right.
And sometimes just prohibits us to do those features. But I think when they do new features, not even aware we have new features, so we can take advantage of it. Usually they just restrict us. Okay. So that's how I know they operate, because they're thinking about liability, right, Lily? They say,
Right.
what is Dr. Rush doing? What's she gonna get us in trouble for right now? But they usually say, Dr. Rush, you can do it, but we won't let anyone else do it. So that's what they do. That's what they usually say. We'll create a separate server for you. I said, I don't want a separate server. Don't give me more problems. Okay, guys, any questions? So Miller, what do you think about today's class? It made more sense?
Yeah, it made the audit assignment more clear for me to.
Yeah, audit assignment now you know the audit versus the others, where it is. And I think this is a nice way to start saying, hey, I got a group that I know, because other than this, you just met them for 2 minutes. So this way you can bond together and work together. Any other comments, questions? And we have the issues. So let's do attendance, Lily. And then I'll stay after class. I'll stop my recordings. So anyone that has issues, we always have need to know. So if you can put that in the chat. My moderators, what was it? 7026. I'm completing class. I think this was an invaluable class today. I appreciate you all coming and joining us in our new endeavors. I see you as teaching me just as much as I teach you, right? Everything's changing so much. And you're all going to be, tech and AI consultants at the end. So let's go for it. And to me, it beats Aaliyah just reading the book, you know? Let's get involved. Thank you, everybody, for helping out, my moderators.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And stay with me if you have any questions. And Joe, how'd it work out? The assignment, everything that was working?
Yeah, I ended up getting it done.
Good, good. See, it takes time.
Yeah.
But now you can go back and do it. And hopefully you learn something from it.
Yeah.
No?
So I was
And you
trying to
can
use my school. I kept trying to use my school account, and then I realized that
I know, even though it says it. Yes, I know. Because they gave, and you know what? It was just a couple of semesters that they switched to Google for school accounts. And guess what? My school account for faculty, they leave it at Microsoft. You know, so it's all confusing. So if you don't know about it, but it's good to know. Why is it? Because you have control over your Google account. The school account, you're not the administrator. You have no control over it. So that's why Google wants to say, if you're going to stream, notice you can stream live with, you need to have your own account. Makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, great. And Brooke, thank you for
Um,
moderating. How can I help you?
oh yeah, of course. I didn't even have to do anything, but I was just gonna ask about I on the 20th class, I was